Hi guys, funky story today. I hope I'm not gonna take too long on it because it's honestly not worthy of the attention. But it technically has something to do with me because they're these SJWs. I don't even like using the word SJW because it just sounds too um, buzz BuzzFeed like. But there's a story, and I'm about to show it to you. I found it in the Independent, but it's been shown elsewhere, and it might be the dumbest fucking story I've seen, in years. I don't even know how. When's the last time I've seen? Well, there was the one that I did. Check out my video on this woman who wanted to make it um, illegal to warn women from drinking during pregnancy. But this is probably worse because it just shows how people have lost perspective of what's really important in our world. What are the things that we're going to fight for, and what are the things that maybe you should let this one go into the net, if there even is a net. Are you really playing goalie for fucking white actors in an Aladdin live action movie? Is that what you want? Is Disney accused of whitewashing after creating a role for a white actor out of thin air? Um, and they put in this guy who's his name's Billy Magnuson. I don't know much about him. They'd already gotten into hot water for casting an Indian British actress as Princess Jasmine. Let's start with the fact that Aladdin in the 90s, the original, well, I guess I don't even think it's the original, but the cartoon version from Disney was not really the most historically accurate film anyway, because there is no history to be accurate to. It's an adaptation of a fairy tale from I actually heard on Stephen Crowder earlier that it's actually a made up uh, French French writer. It's not even from the original Arabian Nights tales. It's basically an add-on, and therefore this is all fucking bullshit. And if they don't like this, then they shouldn't want there to be an Aladdin movie at all. They should pretty much say there shouldn't be an Aladdin movie, and we're just going to um, we're just going to scrap all visual representations of Middle Eastern people in fiction, because that's what they would have to do, because it's a complete this is a Western adaptation of a tale that came out of the Middle East, but it's not really the talking about is people going so far into the weeds over something that has so little that matters. It's the same thing that happens all the time with these social justice retards, that they have people go up at the Emmys, that Jesse Williams, whatever, not Jesse Waters. Yeah, it is Jesse Williams, and just rant for 5 minutes or whatever about whiteness and whatever. You've benefited the most from whiteness because you get all your fucking jobs from these guilty white retards. And I have the right to say this about this topic because guess what? I happen to be half Iraqi. So, oddly enough, I actually put a meme up on my Facebook, which I'm not going to show because I'm not going to put my own Facebook up again. I think I made the mistake of doing it one other time, and I'm not going to do it again because it's just pointless. But listen to me. If you really want Aladdin to look historically accurate, it would have to look like this. It would have to look like this. And it wouldn't work because nobody wants to go and see somebody like this crawling around alleys and stealing food with a monkey as a sidekick. Nobody wants that. They want somebody who has visual aesthetics. Okay. Okay, maybe not all Iraqis look like me because obviously, the other half is from, Eastern Europe. But point remains that these people, they're pulling things out of their ass so fast that their colons might need transplants because remember they get mad at them. Here's another thing that they said. Scott Naomi Scott, who is of British and Indian heritage, will star alongside Mena Massoud, who is of Egyptian background, as Aladdin, and Will Smith as Genie. And they're mad because Scott is not an Arab; she's part Indian, and they're saying, "Oh, it's wrong to assume that Indians will look like Arabs." Well, I'll tell you something. There's Italians that think that I look like one of them. There's Mexicans that think that I look like one of them. I mean, there's obviously ones who think that I don't look like either one. You know, there's people that don't know what the fuck I look like. And that's the thing, that when you have a multicultural society, some fuckers look like things that they're not entirely related to, or that they're entirely distinct from. Some fuckers are just different. And the fact that they're getting confused for something else is not some sort of new injustice that has to be corrected. You just have to fucking let it go. Maybe find something appropriate to be committed to in your life, instead of actors in a film that you would never stand a chance of being a part of, living lifestyles that you're honestly too dumb and lack the proper ambition to actually reach. All these people that complain about these films, they're useless people. They've done nothing for anybody else. They contribute nothing to society. They don't say anything that's worthy of attention, and they get that attention, and that's how we get scandals based on nothing. This world is being rocked by constraints on freedom that we've never seen before in modern times, and they're focusing on a fucking actress who's Indian, Princess Jasmine. I mean, really, this is where people have gone now that they've reached the apex of a society that has all of the comforts for them to stop really trying to solve any real problems. So they invent new problems, and that's what you get. You get these idiots. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and that's about it. It was a short one. So yeah, how would you like it if Aladdin was historically accurate, or I don't know, ethnically accurate, whatever the fuck you want to call it? Aladdin would look like me. All the fuckers in the movie would look like me, because I'm what do you call it? Racially correct, in that I have Iraqi heritage, and these actors don't. So they would have to hire or clone of people that look like me. People like that. That's how they would have to do it. I mean, obviously, there's other people who look more Iraqi. I'm a Donnie guy on YouTube. He's actually a great YouTuber. More Iraqi than me, a lot more Iraqi than I do. But yeah, that's about it. In fact, I don't even think Aladdin took place somewhere else entirely. It's just commonly assumed that it's a country like Iraq. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. No, I don't think that you want a movie like that. You don't want a movie with a bunch of fuckers that look like me running around and on magic carpets, and stealing bread with a monkey, and getting trapped in a cave by some sort of evil supervillain. That, I think I could be more of a Jafar. But let me know what you think. And obviously, we've solved all the problems in the world now, right?